Alright, it's early morning in Mount Surprise. This is the town I stayed at last night. It is a very small town. So small that when I went to the pub for dinner, she told me she couldn't give me a meal because she was closing up because there was no patrons in the pub to serve. So I ended up going and getting dinner next door at a different place. But yeah, not to worry. But it is a nice little town. One street town. And last night I stayed at the caravan park just behind me. Just through there. And this morning, was quite chilly. Currently, according to my thermometer on the speedo, it's 11.6 degrees right now, and previously, earlier this morning, it was, I think at one stage it said 8.3 degrees at about 7 o'clock, so yeah, hopefully to get warm up today. And I press on today and continue heading east, and then I turn left and head north a bit towards Innet Hot Springs, which I hope to arrive at tomorrow afternoon, but today it'll just be a bush camp on the side of the road. So not a hard day's ride. I won't have to do too many kilometres, but yeah, the hard stuff's behind me. But I got more hills to come as I head towards Cairns, and I'm not looking forward to those. Okay, well, I've reached a bit of a milestone in the journey. I've come to the end of the Golf Development Road, which means I've been heading east for the last 4 or 5 days, and I've pretty much come to a T intersection where I will now be heading north and eventually veering off northeast to Cairns. So now I'm getting on the Kennedy Highway and heading north. I'll ride up a few k's and stop for a bit of lunch. I'm a bit hungry, and I'll eventually tonight be camping by the side of the road, I think. Hope to do about 80 to 90k today, and having a short day tomorrow and arriving in Innet Hot Springs where I can soak in the thermal hot pools there. But yeah, another few hours of riding today and I'll find a spot to camp. Well, cycling of day 11 has come to an end. I've just done 96 kilometres today, and I've stopped and made camp at this just by a creek here. Just got a small amount of running water down there. Enough to wash the dirt off my face. I'm actually on, I think, a private property because I've actually jumped over the barbed wire fence from the road in order to find the spot to put my tent, but I don't think that should be a problem. And I'm about 25 kilometres away from Mount Garnett, and then I cycle through there tomorrow morning, and from there I go to Innet Hot Springs, where I can put some thermal water onto this sore shoulder of mine. But I think this is probably the nicest bush camp I've had so far on this trip. It's the first one with running water, at least.